Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Coach Bailey. What are the 3 keys to this big conference game?
The 3 keys is we have to make sure we get a center fielder this year, okay, that can really play for us. We got to make sure we get a closer without Chapman, all right? And then we just got to make sure Rizzo and Bryant have their years that they normally have.
How about to the basketball game?
Oh, for the game tonight? Hey, listen, we got to limit their catch and shoot threes, all right? We have to make them dribble the ball, get away from their crisp passing game, and we have to create turnovers.
And lastly, how much will this stud section affect tonight's game?
The stud section is always the 6th man here. They are a key component of what happens at any of our basketball games.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck tonight.
ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Curlin Court on the campus of St. Patrick High School, the oldest all-boys high school in the state of Illinois. For tonight's East Suburban Catholic Conference matchup between the visiting Reverends of Benet Academy and your St. Patrick's Shamrocks. Before we begin tonight's contest, I'd like to introduce a junior here at St. Patrick High School, Anthony Pasquale, who will lead us in tonight's prayer.
Dear Lord God, thank you for all the gifts you have given us. Help us to enter into this event with love, wisdom, and strength in our hearts. We pray that we will to you with awe and caution. That we put into practice all that we have learned in our training, and bring to mind all the skills and planned of our preparation times. May each of us be aware of the goodness of our lives, and may this witness pour out as a witness of your love and grace. You, Lord, are our inspiration, our teacher, and our protector. Our trust is in you today and always. Amen. Saint Baptist to yourself. Pray for us. May Jesus in our hearts.
Thank you, Anthony. I ask that you please remain standing. And to honor America, I'd like to welcome back one of the great singers we've ever had here at St. Patrick High School. Ladies and gentlemen, please join and listen to Bobby Jo White as she leads us in our national anthem.
We Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome Between the Lines here at Curland Court. My name is Anthony Pasquale, broadcasting from our home booth on the east side of the court for this star-studded ESCC matchup between your 14-2 St. Patrick Shamrocks and Benet Academy. The Shamrocks will be led by the shooting of the seniors, Lights Out Lawrence, the SS Jalen, and the Bullet, Keyshawn Thomas. And of course the dynamic spark provided by X Pinson and Air Alton. Tonight the goal will be to stop Benet stud, number 21, Jack Nolan, a 6'1" senior. Fasten your seatbelts, Shamrock fans. Alton versus Nolan. Bailey versus Heidkamp. Chicago versus Lyle. Shamrocks versus Benet is next. Alton leaps and wins the jump, and it goes to Xavier Pinson, who shuffles it over to Jalen Nelson, who will take the ball up. He shuffles it to the right to Lawrence, who comes to the top of the key and gives it to X, who drives inside, kicks it out to Jalen, mishandles it a bit, and gives it to Lawrence back on top. He passes it right to X. This guy's dangerous with the ball in his hand. He drives into the paint, takes a little floater shot, and that is good. X Pinson gets the Shamrocks started with a 2-0 lead. Benet Academy is known to be pretty good in this conference, especially now with their senior, number 21, Jack Nolan, a player that the Shamrocks had to game plan against. Alton playing some tough defense now with Lawrence guarding Nolan. Nolan dishes it off on the right-hand key, up on top. A three is taken, and it is swished. Benet answers with a 3-point field goal. X brings it up slowly. He's got such a confidence when he plays the point guard position. On the edge to Lawrence, dribbles right in, takes a layup, no good, but the rebound is to Jeremiah Jones, puts it back up, and the machine gets it to go. 4-3, Shamrocks. Nolan with the ball now. It looks like the matchup on defense will be between Lawrence Merritt and Jack Nolan tonight. Bennett's big man inside is number 55, Colin Crothers. As the ball's on top now. Jalen playing some tough defense. It's back to Nolan. He takes a deep three-pointer and misses it. Rebound by Jeremiah Jones. Big board and the foul. Coming back to Shamrock ball. Alton will inbound to X. This dynamic duo is what has the Shamrocks at 14-2 thus far. X calms himself down and the whole team down a bit. Dribbles right through, dishes it to Jeremiah, can't get it to go, gives it back to Jalen on the side, takes a little jumper. That's no good. Jeremiah can't grab the rebound that time. And Benet will come back down the floor. Drives right in, tries to dish it, no chance. Stays in bounds, however. And down low, wide open, but Alton blocks it. They'll call it a goaltending violation, but man, Air Alton really can get some air. He'll come to the bench now along with Jalen and Jeremiah as Max, Io, and Keyshawn check into the game. The stud section is loud and proud tonight. In Coach Bailey's pregame interview, he said that this is the sixth man. And he'll be going to the line for the technical called on our stud section, I believe. And he'll hit the first free throw, that is Jack Nolan. And the second one is up, and that is good as well. Benet takes a 7-4 lead as they retrieve the ball as well. Lawrence forcing Nolan to his left-hand side. Dishes it on the right-hand key, guarded stiffly by Max Joffe. And they'll call it travel before the pass even happened. Max Trophy really knows how to play defense, folks. He has replaced the same role that John Hamilton played last year. Comes in, make a couple shots, get some rebounds, but plays some very solid defense for this team. X looking to set up the offense, kicks it to Lawrence on the left-hand key. Excuse me, the left-hand wing. X dribbles back towards the top of the key and gives it to Lawrence on top for three. Schmack! Lights out. Lawrence hits from the corner. And that'll tie the game at 7. Lawrence is really pumped for today's game. And they'll call him for his first foul. And it'll be Nolan with the ball. And Nolan will take it right in and get it to go. Lawrence cannot get over that screen. X gets a screen from Max. He dribbles it off his foot, gets the ball back. Gives it to Max, into the corner to Keyshawn. And he hits! The bullet strikes from the left corner and gives the Shamrocks a 10-9 lead. Bennett's shot attempt is no good. Alton gets big, grabs the rebound, can't keep it in. And they'll get in a jump ball. And I believe it will be Benet ball. In case you were not able to check Twitter on Tuesday, the Shamrocks were able to secure their 14th victory, led by 22 points from Lawrence. As number 23 from Benet, that's Liam Lyman will get the shot to go. X on top now. Dribbles over left. And he'll drive right in and get it to go. X Pidson. And Benet will call a timeout. Here you see a little close-up shot of our band. A little bit undermanned tonight, but the sound still sounds flawless. And today, our rendition of the national anthem was not done by the band, but rather, since it is alumni night, they had the mother of Mr. President, if you remember from my freshman year, Duncan White. His mother sang the national anthem, and it truly was a beautiful rendition. Mr. O'Brien is really keeping this band glued together and performing the best of music it could possibly do. We're about midway through the first quarter with 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. Both teams are even with 2 fouls apiece, but the Shamrocks have the edge where it counts in points. As slim of a margin as it could possibly be, but a 12-11 lead. And it'll be Benet ball out of this timeout, and the Shamrocks still will keep the same 5 as they had. Max, Io, X, the Bullet, and Lights Out Lawrence. Lights Out Lawrence definitely has the most minutes accumulated on this team. Max playing some very good defense there. X tries to get a steal, can't do it, off of Max's foot, down low. And that layup is up and good to give Benet a 1-point lead. X dribbles left, trying to find something. Gets a screen from Io. Little ankle breaking crossover, and the floater is no good, but Io tips it back in. This is a height on this team that we have not been used to having in years prior, and it's really paying dividends for the Shamrocks now. That's number 23, Lyman with the ball, who kicks it out, but X steals it first. Kicks it out to Io, who gets another basket to go. Lawrence doing a little bit of shimmy faking there. Io stuffs him, but can't keep the ball. The Shamrocks hold a 3-point lead with 2.5 to go here in the first quarter as Air Alton, the guy the crowd came to see, checks back into the game. I'm not sure a lot of the fans, and it'll be Shamrock ball as X taps that one off of Lyman and out of bounds. Jalen also returned to the game with Alton. And speaking of Alton, I'm not sure the team realizes how much of fans come just to see the style of play that he has. He's the reason that the stud section has been our largest in years. Alton fakes a three-pointer, kicks it on top to X, who dribbles in, gets it stolen, gets it right back. Over to Keyshawn now, gives it to Max on top of the key. In the corner to Alton, dribbles in, dribbles out, gives it to X. X on top, shuffles it over to Keyshawn, drives down, and an acrobatic layup is good to go. That's why we call him the Bullet, ladies and gentlemen. He shoots right through and can make the most acrobatic of layups. That's 5. 5 points for Keyshawn now. Alton guarding the inbounder. That's not a sight I would like to see if I was trying to get a pass through. And they go with the conservative pass to Lyman, who is guarded by Jalen. He'll dribble right in, go up for a crazy layup, no good. Jalen tips that away, but off the out-of-bounds line, so Benet will retain possession. Today is a big night at St. Pat's. Not only is it alumni night, where we invite any alumni from St. Pat's to return and enjoy a fun night of basketball. It's also the night we welcome anybody who will be taking our placement test with us tomorrow at around 11 o'clock. They can come here tonight for an evening of dinner and to experience what high school basketball is all about. It's a jam-packed crowd, including the stud sections. The chauffeur takes a three, and the chauffeur knocks down the three. A three for Max Chofie. And the Shamrocks lengthen their lead to 8. Alton playing very tough defense on number 20, Enox. He gives it over on top to Jack Nolan, guarded tightly by X Pinson. Alton slides up through a screen, and they won't even think about shooting in Alton's paint. Alton almost gets that steal. It tips off of him. And they'll call a foul on Max Chofie. And you can see Coach Bailey drop to the floor on the bench as he was standing straight up. I'm not sure how they could possibly call that a foul. But with less than a minute to go here in the first quarter, the Shamrocks are up to their 4th foul. And he'll hit the free throw. And the second free throw attempt is up and no good as Alton and Keyshawn fight for a rebound. Ultimately, Alton gets it. X brings the ball up with a 7-point lead and a half a minute to go in the first. Let's see if they do the famous Coach Bailey and wait for that final shot. Alton holds the ball now on top, gives it to Keyshawn over on the right wing to Jalen. Back on top to Max. Jalen with the ball. Gives it to X right around half court. Shows off some of his ball movements. Gets it up and no good. Alton almost tries for the putback, but they'll call a foul on X. X will head to the line with 6.6 seconds remaining in the first. Excuse me, they called a charge on Xavier. So it'll be Benet ball with 6.5 to go. And they go for a baseball pass. And Max will get the charge. It'll be Shamrock ball with 3.5 to go. Now that's the reason Coach Bailey likes to put Max Trophy in ball games. He does the little dirty work that no other player wants to do, and he gets praised for it. X has the ball now, 3.5, 2.5. At the buzzer, takes a three, no good, and Max is late for the putback attempt. However, after 1 quarter of play, provided a lot of points from evenly spread, the Shamrocks hold a 7-point lead. As you can see the cheerleaders on the court now. As I'm sure many of you don't know, these cheerleaders are obviously not from St. Patrick, but they do a lot of their practicing here. When I get out of theater at around 6 o'clock on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I believe I do see them in here. They're in the atrium working on certain lifts or dance movements, along with the dance team does as well. Very dedicated are these girls that volunteer to come here from other schools. And they're surely a treat for our basketball team and football team. And they really enhance the whole game, as does the band and the broadcaster at the scorer's table. It'll be X, Jalen, Alton, Jeremiah Jones, and Lawrence Merritt to start the second quarter of play. Alton blocks that. It's given to X. Up to Alton, and he'll jam it down. Air Alton taking flight on Benet Academy. You can hear the buzz of this stud section, something provided by Alton alone. And that three-point flail attempt is no good. And they'll miss the rebound, miss that putback attempt, and keep getting the rebound and finally get it to go. That'll be Crothers who finally puts it in. But that 22nd and 23rd point came with a shake of the rim we haven't seen thus far. Jalen will drive in and get a shot at the line. It'll be Jalen from the free throw line. Of course, the man who hit the famous three-pointer last year at the buzzer to beat Notre Dame in Niles. Io checks in for Jeremiah as the SS Jalen takes his second attempt from the free throw line. And swoosh, the XS Jalen gets it to go. And ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who do not know, the SS stands for sharpshooter. X Pinson almost gets a steal and a fast break attempt. Instead, a wide open shot from Benet. That was number 25, Connor Reed, who smacked that one. X might show off some of his handles here, folks. Dribbles it right in, takes an acrobatic layup, can't get it to go, but Io will put it back and in. Io's got 6 tonight. And that mid-range jumper is no good. Rebound by Benet. And 23, Lyman will get that to go as they cut the Shamrocks' lead to 5. It's 26-21 now. 5 fouls apiece. A lot of second chance opportunities for Benet, and that's something I'm sure the Shamrocks would definitely like to get away from in the second half. Jalen for 3. Gets tripped up and no foul, but it will remain Shamrock ball. Jalen does not look shaken up on the play. Aya will inbound. And they'll get Lawrence open in the corner. He'll dribble in with no foul. And a 3-point attempt is airballed. And no charge. This is very a physical game of basketball right now as Benet gets another 3-pointer to go. The Shamrocks only lead by 2, and they'll have to call a timeout here. Alton looks a bit banged up after falling on his hip relatively hard after what he thought was a successful charge take. X wanted a foul, and Lawrence wanted a foul offensively. And defensively, Alton got ran into, and so did Xavier a second time. It looks like Max will be checking in for Alton now. The theme for today's stud section game is beach theme. The same theme that we used victoriously in football as we traveled to Soldier Field to take on St. Rita. And the same beach theme we used victoriously at Notre Dame when the SS Jalen hit the buzzer beater 3. Shamrocks have the ball here, and it looks like Alton stayed in the game. And Max must have checked in for someone else. I believe Max is on the bench, so he did not check in the game at all. Lawrence coming off a ball screen, trying to find an open 3-point attempt. Nothing there. They'll give it to X on top. X dribbles in and dishes out to Alton, who was about to take a 3. Instead, X takes it, and X drops it. Schmack! Nolan putting his handles on Lawrence as he takes a mid-range shot, and that is good. Shamrocks lead by 3, 29-26, with 5 to go here in the second quarter. X dribbles past half court quickly, but slows things down a bit. In the corner to Jalen behind the back move. Dribbles it in, gives it to Io, can't hang on to it, gets it stolen from him. And passed in, and it'll be Benet ball after the turnover by Io. Benet dribbling around now. And that is stuffed by Io. Again, he'll grab the rebound and give it to X. X dribbles down the court. Takes a floater attempt off the backboard, no good. Io can't grab the rebound. Alton takes a 3, no good. Io with the tip in, but that is good. Shamrocks lead 31-26. Down low, easy bucket for Benet. X will dribble the ball up now with a 3-point lead. Trying to get something going. Gives to Io in the corner. Dribbles in, and that's a charge. Lawrence playing defense on Nolan now. Nolan dribbling the ball up, trying to get away from Lawrence, who is really hectically playing defense at the moment. And Lawrence picks his pocket. Keyshawn gets fouled, going up for a layup attempt, and he'll be going to the line to shoot. And the first free throw attempt is good. 32-28 Shamrocks. And the second one is no good, but Max hustles after the rebound, can't grab it. And Benet will be coming back down the floor. Io playing a menacing defense. Excuse me, Alton playing menacing defense. And he'll swat that one. Lawrence gets the rebound. And they'll call Nolan for a foul as he tried to pick Lawrence's pocket, but couldn't do it. Lawrence will be heading to the line now, and I really am fascinated by Lawrence's free throw routine. Takes his time, and I really like as he gets a feel for the ball by putting it behind his back. There it is right there. Lights out Lawrence. No good on the free throw attempt. Trophy can't grab the rebound. And it'll be Benet Academy coming down the floor with, of course, Jack Nolan, the ball carrier. Flips it over on the wing. Gets past Alton, and Alton can't dunk it, but he can't block it, but he can grab a rebound. And that'll stay with the Shamrocks. Excuse me, they'll call a foul, not a jump ball, which benefits St. Patrick's even more as Alton, the kid from California, will be heading to the line. And he does a little shimmy shake and puts it up, and no good. Can't grab a rebound. Nobody can. Benet trying to get something going on offense, which has been very difficult for them. Another missed layup. Out of bounds, Shamrock ball. I believe from the bench I heard Coach Bailey say Duke, Duke. I wonder what that play could be. Lights out Lawrence for three, no good. Io grabs the rebound. Alton comes in and Alton jams it. Air Alton taking flight yet again. He was able to scoop up a rebound and slam it down. Benet gets a quick floater to go. 34-30 Shamrocks. X will come back down the floor yet again. Let's see the game plan. Over to Lawrence, way behind the three-point arc. Alton, X, unable to be defended as he waits. Two Benet players jump, and X gets an easy lay-in. (36-30) with just over a minute to go in the second quarter of play. And Benet hits yet another jumper. They are lights out from the catch and shoot, mid-range and three-point range. Less than a minute to go here. A common play would be a 2-for-1, but that only works with the shot clock. The Shamrocks could hold it until the buzzer if they really wanted to. Keyshawn passes it to Lawrence after 4 fakes. Lawrence backs off, dribbles left, crosses over right, and shuffles it over to Max, gets the ball back. We're about 20 seconds away from halftime, and they won't start anything until about 10. Lawrence is just dancing now, looking for somewhere to go with the ball. 15 seconds remain, and he'll give it to X with 10 seconds. X will dribble in the corner. Keyshawn takes a jumper, and that is good. Schmack from the bullet. And before the half, Benet is unable to get anything to go. At halftime, the Shamrocks lead 38-32. This game has been filled with a lot of spark. The Shamrocks hold a 6-point lead, and 4 of those 6 were scored by Alton. And I know 4 doesn't sound like a lot on the stat sheet. Academies and help them to maintain a 6-point lead. We'll be back shortly with an interview with one of our previous alums from St. Patrick's who did what I am doing right now. But until then, rock on. So Mike did what I'm doing now in the 2013 season, correct?
Yes, sir.
How was
It was great. I broadcasted every game junior and senior year, and I loved it. And it's always great to be back at St. Pat's.
And so in college, what are you doing there?
I'm in graduate school for physical therapy at Marquette University.
Was broadcasting was it part of your career choice process?
Absolutely. I think broadcasting helps in, even if you don't necessarily go into journalism or broadcasting, it helps in any type of field. It helps with interviewing and networking skills and communication, just being able to talk to people. So though I'm not majoring in broadcasting, I definitely took a lot away from it.
And obviously it also enhances your social skills as well. A lot of people struggle with getting up in front of classrooms and things like that. I don't find a problem with it that I do this and act in plays as well.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that's a huge advantage of it.
So obviously you're coming back today for alumni night. What's one thing that you miss the most about this school?
Wow, that's a tough question. You know, I loved my 4 years at St. Pat's. I think it's a great school. I miss seeing my friends every day. I think what I miss most is the stud section at the basketball games. I thought being at the basketball games was so much fun, and seeing all the school pride and the school spirit out there. So that's definitely a big one. And then I miss all my teachers too. I miss seeing Dr. Schmidt in the hallway, saying hi to him. So it's always great to be back. There's a lot of great memories at this school, and it's great to be back.
When you were a student here and there was a game with like a big stud section, would you rather be in the stud section or up here in the booth?
That's a good question. I loved broadcasting, but being in the stud section for a big playoff game, or like you play in Notre Dame or St. Joe's or a school like that, those were always great nights. I think my favorite nights here were the Braveheart theme nights. So,
We had one of those last year, I believe.
Nice, yeah. Someone gives the speech, the William Wallace speech before the game, so those are always great. And yeah, a lot of great themes here. It's like they're interviewing the football coach now.
And so our big rival is Notre Dame. Who's Marquette's big rival?
Marquette, probably any of the Big East teams. So Villanova, Georgetown, those are always big games. Probably those would be the main ones. Wisconsin's a big one too, even though we're not in the same conference. So yeah, those games are fun to go to for sure.
And so as a Shamrock, you broadcasted. Did you do any other extracurriculars?
I did. I played baseball. I also did cross country and track for a while, and then I was involved in a decent amount of clubs. Yeah, it was good. It was a good time.
And what's the thing you miss the most about broadcasting?
My friend, if you're watching right now, Dan Cortez, he's my roommate now at Marquette. He's my best friend all 4 years at St. Pat's too, and I miss coming out on a Friday night and broadcasting with him, and yeah, that's probably what I miss the most about it, just working with Mr. Doyle and working with Dan. It was a great time.
All right, Mike, thank you for your time here, and come back whenever you'd like.
All right, great. Sounds good, Anthony. Good luck with the rest of the year.
Thank you. We are back from halftime. The Shamrocks have scored a quick bucket here in the third quarter and lead 40-34. It was great to interview someone who did what I did and see that other people at this school have appreciated this program as much as I have. As Nolan hits a three and tightens the game to 3 points. Xavier with the ball now. Takes a long three-pointer. Misses. Alton gets the rebound, kicks it out. Jalen takes a jumper, no good. Io gets the board, pops it up and good. He got fouled by Alton and they'll call it. Alton leads all scorers tonight with 10 points. Excuse me, Io leads all scorers tonight with 10 points. And the free throw is no good. Io swats that one away, gets it stolen, but Lawrence has it now. He'll stop, take a mid-range jumper, no good, but he'll get the foul. And the light side Lawrence will be headed to the free throw line, where, ladies and gentlemen, he is deadly. You see Lawrence disappeared from the screen, he went so far. Looks like he's a bit shaken up after falling hard on his hip. He'll be at the line for 2. And he hits it. And Lawrence hits another one despite being shaken up. Keyshawn checks in for Lawrence. Obviously a lot of questions arise for Lawrence now. One of our most consistent scorers and our best leader on this team goes down with an injury. We hope it's not a long-term deal. Jalen gets a rebound, dribbles it, shovels it, out of bounds. It'll be Benet ball now. We'd like to give a special shout out now to to Mr. Preslak, someone who has been itching for our broadcast to get back up and running. And tonight we finally have it for you, Mr. Preslak. I hope you're enjoying tonight. Jack Nolan with the ball now. Defended by Keyshawn Thomas. And an acrobatic layup is good by Nolan. The Shamrocks lead 44-39 as X dribbles right in. Easy layup to go. Jalen will get that to go. And a timeout called by Benet. Shamrocks lead by 9 at the moment. Alex Pinson has been leading the Shamrocks in scores tonight with 12. We'd like to express our condolences for all of our technical difficulties, but now that we are back and live on Ustream, we'd like to thank all of you for tuning in tonight, especially those loyal people who've been following us on Twitter while the website was down. One of those people especially being Mr. Rejo, a teacher here at St. Patrick's. Thank you for tuning in, especially to my mother and other members of my family as well. Rebound there by X. Baseball pass fake. He'll dribble it up the court. Alley-oop attempt. Alton can't get it to go. Alton picks it up, another rebound, and he'll get that one to go. That man eats in the paint, ladies and gentlemen. Air Alton is good. Alton's got 6 now, and the Shamrocks have 50. And they'll call Keyshawn on a foul as Jack Nolan gets that one up and in. The Shamrocks lead is cut to 9. I spoke to Coach Bailey before the game, and he told me after a win, I would be able to go down on the court and pick someone, a player, to interview after the game. So for those of you following us on Twitter, tweet us the player that you think I should go talk to after the game, at SPHS Webcast, as Max shoots a 3 and can't get it to go. That shoveled right hand on the wing, no good. And Alton unable to block, but the layup attempt is not good. That jumper is not good. X will get the rebound, shovel it behind his back, and he'll be dribbling up the floor. And a turnover. Number 20 heading back down the floor. That's Enox, kicks it outside. A shot is no good. 23 with the rebound is Lyman. He'll dribble it in and get a layup to go. Benet is within 6 now. Xavier with the ball. And Lawrence takes a 3, and that's not good. We'd like to thank Peter Ruzicka for following us on Twitter. along with Pat Gorski from the class of 2014, who worked for our group as a cameraman. I remember him from my freshman year. He's now a freelance photographer with a picture in Sports Illustrated recently published. He worked a lot with the World Series as well. A foul was called before X's acrobatic layup was in. And Io checks in the game for Alton. Lawrence, Io, Jalen, Max, and Xavier in the game right now. Yeah. And Max gets an easy layup to go. And nearly a turnover as Benet gets the ball over the half-court line. Spin move there by Nolan. Lawrence playing tight defense. Lawrence tries to pick his pocket, can't do it. A shot attempt is no good. Rebound there by Max, keeps it in bounds. And he'll give it to Jalen, dribbling it down. And a Euro step attempt, no good, but they'll call a blocking foul. And the SS Jalen will sail to the line for two. And that is no good. And Jalen no good on 2 straight free throws. But Max gets the rebound, and Max puts it up and in. Max playing tight defense now. The Shamrocks wearing a new white jersey that they have recently added to their wardrobe. Sponsored this time by Nike with a nice shamrock on the back. And the Shamrocks will be sporting brand new jerseys as Lawrence, lights out Lawrence for 3, smacks it. And this crowd is really into it now as the Shamrocks lead by 11. As I was saying, Monday the Shamrocks have a game at a gym called Quest. On Martin Luther King Day, they'll be wearing special black uniforms, according to Chris Lara. As another dish by X, and Io cleans it up and slams it home with a layup that brings the Shamrocks lead to 13. And that layup attempt is no good. Io can't grab the rebound, but he can swat it away. However, there was a foul called against Io. It'll be Lyman at the line. And the first one is schmacked. And the second one is good, despite the loud stud section. As the third quarter winds down, with less than half a minute to go, the Shamrocks lead by 11. Jalen Nelson is holding it on top. Trying to make something happen. Lawrence with the ball now. Gives to X on top. With 6 seconds and 5 seconds to go. They'll give it to Io, who can't reach it, and it's out of bounds. And at the buzzer, Bennett's shot attempt is no good. We head to the fourth quarter, ladies and gentlemen, where this ESCC showdown will be decided. The Shamrocks currently lead 59-48. And the key to this fourth quarter will be the 3 keys to the game from Coach Bailey early on. One of which being stopping Bennett's catch and shoot. This team has made a lot of jump shots and a lot of three-pointers, which is really destroying us, and that's their only source of offense. We need to stop them from having these open looks. But also, we can't allow them to get these second chance opportunities that they have been getting as well. We have 8 minutes to play here, Shamrock fans, and we'll be back shortly. And Benet gets a quick basket to go as the Shamrocks lead is cut to 9. Inside to Io as he takes a jump shot, and that is good. And Io knocks that one down. And he'll knock down a shot that is Nolan. X with the ball now. He gives it to Lawrence. Lawrence dribbles out and gets it stolen from him. Benet looking to find something from him, assuming Jack Nolan again. Lawrence takes a mid-range jumper and lights out Lawrence, smacks it. Lawrence, marriage with the basket. And that pushes the lead to 10. And that ball is dribbled out of bounds. It'll stay with Benet. They'll call a foul on Lawrence there. And he'll take an off-balance three, and he'll hit that as well, narrowing the lead to 7. Some of the Shamrocks just shrugged their shoulders at a shot like that because falling back, no way to defend it. He just hits it. Alton gives it to Io. Io back to Alton. Alton dribbles in, and an acrobatic layup attempt is no good. Io's putback was good. However, the foul was called on Io's shot. So Alton will be heading to the line. And Alton hits from the line. And Alton swacks one again. The Shamrocks lead by 9 with 6 minutes to play. Alton has been scoring. Lawrence, Xavier, Jalen, Jeremiah, Keyshawn, Io, Max, they've all been putting in consistent baskets. And Lawrence tries to feed Alton down low and can't do it. Max will check in for Io. Nolan with the ball now, guarded by Alton Thompson. It'll be Benet ball. You can hear our stud section really getting into it now. And the lead is 6. And that one is smacked. Lawrence Merritt hits again. And Benet gets that crazy acrobatic layup to go. And this game is really turning into a back to forth contest. And Alton gets a bucket to go as well. Shamrocks lead by 9 with 4.5 to play. Lawrence playing defense now. And they'll take another 3, and they'll knock it down. The Shamrocks lead by only 6, and they'll call a timeout here. We'll be back in just a moment. And after that basket, the Shamrocks lead is only 4, and this free throw will bring it in a 1-possession game. And Jack Nolan hits it. The Shamrocks lead by only 3 with 3.5 to go. This is the time when hero stories are made. This is the time where we find out who we can rely on in clutch situations. This is the time for you to tune in to Shamrock basketball. X gives a bounce pass to Io, and he gets it right back. Dribbles on top of the key into the paint, flips it to Io, and they'll call a foul. X will be heading to the line for a couple of free throws. And Xavier shoots the first, unable to get it to go. This next one would be huge if we can hit it. It will make the game a 2-possession contest. With 3 minutes and 30 seconds to go, the Shamrocks lead by 4. We're in stretch time here in Chi-Town. You can hear the buzz in the crowd waiting to see what will happen next and what to cheer about or what to boo. Nolan takes another jump shot, and he'll get that to go. The game is within 2 points, ladies and gentlemen. 71-69, and the time is winding down below 3 minutes. X with the ball on the right-hand wing, out of bounds. Benet ball with a chance to take their first lead since the first half. The Shamrocks look a little bit distraught, out of energy perhaps. But they need that energy to come right back. Maybe the stud section will provide it. In these last 3 minutes of the game, they need to buckle down and bury Benet Academy. Let's see if they can do just that. Nolan takes another jump shot. This one's no good. And Lawrence knocks that one out of bounds, trying to fight for the rebound. So the ball will stay with Benet. And Benet will call a timeout. Two and a half minutes to go. 2-point lead for the Shamrocks. Alton thought they secured a 5-second violation, which would give the Shamrocks the ball. However, the other ref overruled the first referee's call and granted a timeout to Benet Academy, thus allowing them to regroup, redraw up another play, and try it again. The Shamrocks defense will be tighter than ever. Lawrence playing defense now on Nolan. Nolan takes a fadeaway jump shot and hits it. Ties the game at 71. 2.5 to go. That kid can really play, ladies and gentlemen. X showing off some of his moves. Lawrence shuffles it over to Jalen. Gives it to Max. Anywhere is within Max's range. And they'll give it to X, who gives it to Jalen, and a whistle blows. A timeout. St. Pat's will look to draw up a play here, perhaps to get some momentum back. If anything, just get a bucket. And then they'll have to bear down on defense and try to hold Benet and get another bucket. And keep repeating that system and try to secure a W here tonight. You can hear the buzz of the crowd, whether it's from the balcony or the stage, the north side or the south side of the floor. But I think nearly all of them would love to see a St. Patrick Shamrock victory here, not only because it's alumni night, or not only because we want to show off to the people who will be testing with us tomorrow, but more importantly, to stay undefeated in conference and move to 15-2. It'll be Alton, Xavier, Lawrence, Jalen, and Max for the final 2 minutes and change. X dribbles right in, easy lane, and he'll drag his right arm off the backboard and get the layup to go. Shamrocks have a 2-point lead now. We're within 2 minutes, the final 2 minutes. Lawrence falls down, and they're going to call a foul on him. Excuse me, I believe they'll call a charge on Nolan. Shamrock ball with a 2-point lead and 1 minute and 44 seconds to go. This might be one of the best games I've had the honor to broadcast thus far in my broadcasting career. Thank you all for tuning in to watch it. Xavier, dribbling, dwindling, stopping, popping, shooting, unable to drop it. Lawrence on defense again with Nolan. Merritt versus Nolan. That's been the story of this whole game. He'll take a jumper. Jumper can't get it to go. Alton secures a rebound, and he'll settle things down and give it to Xavier. Shamrocks lead by 2 with 1 minute left. And Jalen can't hang on to X's pass, turning the ball over to Benet Academy Red Wings. With 1 minute and 5 seconds to go, the Shamrocks lead by 2, and Jack Nolan has the ball. The stud section's getting loud. 50 seconds. And Nolan hits a jumper to tie the game. 47-6, 5 seconds remaining. X with the ball. And a timeout called by St. Patrick's with 38.7 seconds remaining. Another full timeout called by Coach Bailey, who was indeed mentioned in the newspaper earlier this week by having an outstanding beginning to this season, the first 15 games being 13-2. The only 2 losses being in tournament championships, those being Thanksgiving and Christmas. And now he's going to use all of his experience over his past year's coaching, and he's going to try to turn that into a W for the Shamrocks. I'm not sure what he could possibly be drawing up inside that huddle, but I know each and every one of those Shamrocks inside are playing for each other, playing for the crowd, playing for Coach Bailey, and playing for this team to try to get their 15th win. It'll be Shamrock ball. Half a minute to go in the game. 73-73. 146 combined points of offense. High scoring to say the least. But it all comes down to whoever scores the most points in these final 30 seconds. Jalen inbounds it. X has it. He'll take it up slow. Looks like they'll hold for the final shot, and the crowd is clapping and cheering. X with the ball over to Alton. Alton to Lawrence, deep, near half court, gives it to Alton. 20 seconds remain. Alton dribbles to the right, gives it to Lawrence. Up on top to X with 15 seconds remaining. 10 seconds. Alton X dribbles pass in the corner to Lawrence for 3. Schmack! Lights out, Lawrence hits it with 5 seconds to go, and Benet calls a timeout. Lawrence hits a big shot, ladies and gentlemen, and the Shamrocks lead by 3 with 4.7 seconds remaining. Ladies and gentlemen, pay attention. This is why we call him Lights Out Lawrence. He hits a swish, smacks a 3 from the corner. The stud section is going crazy, and so is the rest of the crowd. Now the Shamrocks just have to hold Benet for 4.7 seconds, and they'll secure their 15th win. If the game ends with the score the way it is, I would give the MVP to Lawrence Merritt for that outstanding shot. And I would try to sneak a word with him after the game. We'll see how these final 4.7 seconds play out and see if we'll need a 5th quarter. And they give it to Nolan. Nolan dribbles it up. 2 seconds remaining. 1. He can't get the shot up. Fire right the fight song Shamrocks. The Shamrocks win the ball game. 76-73. I'll try to sneak a word in with Lawrence. No promises, Shamrock fans. I'll be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with Lights Out Lawrence, the one who hit the clutch shot at the buzzer. Tell me about that play.
Man, we drew it up for X. We wanted him to break down the defense. And if it all worked out, you know, just find shooters in the corner. And that's what he did. He found me in the corner, and I just made the shot.
So 15-2, Lawrence. How does that sound?
Sounds great, man. 3-0 in the conference. We're going to keep it going, man. I think we can win it all this year. This is our conference, man.
And
This is
you-
all year to win conference.
And you proved your nickname right this year, Lights Out Lawrence. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Thankfully, ladies and gentlemen, I was able to get a final word with Lawrence Merritt.